Yo, what's up guys, it's Jack and welcome back to another video. And as time goes on and as we find out, or as we get closer to release of Black Ops 4, sometimes people like myself every once in a while are going to do like a Twitter poll just because they're curious about what you guys think, because remember, my opinion or whatnot may or may not be the same as your opinion, and everybody's always going to have differing opinions, which is actually a good thing. It keeps things fresh, so to speak. And the thing is, I was wondering, because for me personally, I'm not really that hyped about Blackout like most people are, or I'm not. Okay, let me rephrase that in a sense. I'm not a battle royale player at all. I don't play Fortnite. I tried. Like I said before in many of my videos, I very much respect the concept of it, and it's really cool how it's like up to 100 people or so, give or take, on a map, and one person has to survive in order to make it or whatnot, or you try to survive as long as you can. You try to find loot and stuff. You try to pick people off, set traps, and all that kind of stuff, right? I respect it. I respect the genre. And the thing is, for me personally, I'm not really hyped about Blackout. Blackout doesn't make a difference on whether or not I get Black Ops 4. It really doesn't. But to a lot of people, it seems to be the case, because I made a poll like a few days ago or whatnot, and I basically asked, are you, since the beta, are you hyped for Black Ops 4? Are you more hyped? Are you less hyped? Are you waiting for Blackout? Do you not care, whatnot? And believe it or not, most of the people, 75% of the people that voted, basically said that they're waiting for Blackout. So that basically tells me that there's a certain percentage of people that were that, and from video content that I've seen as well, it tells me that there are a lot of people out there that are disappointed since the beta. They've been let down to a certain extent. There are a couple people that are actually even more hyped because they really like the competitive aspect of Black Ops 4, and they like the changes that they've implemented and all that kind of good stuff. So there are people that are happy, there are people that are not. So for the most part, that's actually kind of normal, because within every single Call of Duty game, the best results you can ever get is that a majority of your population is going to be happy. And right now, it just seems to be a little bit more of a mixed bag, like it always has been since the beta, actually, about things that we like and we don't like, and the changes that they've implemented and the changes that they haven't implemented and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, the one thing that makes the biggest, that is seeming, according to the poll, the one thing that's making the biggest difference for you guys is Blackout. Because, again, a lot of you guys play it. A lot of you guys play Fortnite or PUBG or whatnot, or H1Z1, and you really like it, and you really want to see what they do with Blackout, because it is Call of Duty. The word of mouth and the popularity of it does spread. Even though it's not as popular as it once was, it still makes it to the top of the sales every year. The only time it made it to number 2, I think, was maybe Infinite Warfare, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe. But barely, or something like that. No, or did Infinite Warfare made it to number 1. It's just that Battlefield 1 got really, really close to beating it. But Infinite Warfare still won. So, it's still very, very popular, and there's still a lot of people out there, people that don't even play Call of Duty or don't play Call of Duty anymore, that basically want to see what's going to happen with Blackout. Is it going to be as good as it possibly can be? How is it going to compare to the other battle royale games, or is it just going to be trash or whatnot? I mean, but according to the poll, a lot of you guys are waiting for Blackout to see whether or not you're more hyped for the game, because that also tells me, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that's one of the beauties of making videos, please tell me if I'm wrong, I don't want to put any words in your guys' mouth, but from those kind of results to where you pick that you're waiting for Blackout to see, that basically tells me that you may not be that hyped for the game by itself without Blackout. And that Blackout is basically going to, it's going to be like the last straw or whatnot to see, or it's going to be the tilting point or whatever you want to call it. That's either going to pull you in one direction or another. So if Blackout is good, yes, you're going to be all about Black Ops 4, at least for the Blackout mode. And then if Blackout is not good, then you're probably not going to get it at all. But the one thing about Call of Duty is that there are many different ways to play. Granted, we don't have campaign, but we do have zombies, and I do know that there are a lot of people out there that absolutely love zombies, and they're going to get the game regardless, especially with the amount of content that they're offering on release this time for the zombies. So, but I thought it was very interesting, because lately I've just been thinking of like content's been really stale, because it's it's like the stalest time of the year in terms of Call of Duty. It's like the beta has been gone. It's already been set and done. All that's left is Blackout, and you already know how I feel about that. And it's we're about 5 weeks away from release, so it's kind of that time to where it's like the calm before the storm in terms of content, because it's like, what do you talk about? Because everything has been said about the game that's about to come out. Well, almost everything about the game that's going to come out and all that. And one thing I want to tell you guys is that please do not be surprised if I don't post any Blackout content. I don't even know if I'll play Blackout or not. I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to watch videos on it before I decide to play it for anything. I mean, I might. I don't know. I'm thinking about, for Xbox, I might let my friend play and be like, hey, here's my account, play it for a few days and then give it back or whatnot. So I don't know. I was, if I like what I see in the first videos that come out, then I'll give it a shot. Because the more I think about it, and as the more they describe it in terms of what's in the game and all the different things you can do and stuff like that, the more it doesn't sound like my cup of tea. And the thing is, I've said in previous videos that I will give it a shot, but it's at the same time that might have been a little premature of me, because, and you guys may not like what I'm about to say, but it might have been a little premature because, again, it has to stick with the Battle Royale formula. It can't be too much like Call of Duty. It can't be, for instance, it can't be too much COD and barely any Battle Royale. It has to be at least 50-50. So there's going to be a lot of, I'm guessing there's probably going to be a lot of passive play, a lot of camping, a lot of waiting and trapping your opponents, using vehicles and stuff like that, which, again, is cool and everything, but, vehicles are never my concept. I mean, I typically don't use the kind of score streaks that require me to manually control them, for that reason. I just prefer to run around and shoot people. And for me personally, if there's not a constant target to run around to and shoot at, I get bored. I'm one of those people that gets bored really easily. So the thing is, I'm going to be watching content. I'm going to be watching people play it before I decide to give it a shot, because if something is not my cup of tea, I'm just not going to play it, content creator or not. That's just the way I am. Never said I was perfect. but or who knows, maybe Blackout might be a little bit different when you try it, and it might be a hit, maybe even for me. So, but we'll see. And I know content-wise, my channel will be doing a hell of a lot better if I played a shit ton of Blackout, or if I threw some Fortnite into the mix and all that kind of stuff or whatnot. But again, it's I just refuse to do something that I personally just don't enjoy. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. It's pretty interesting just how much Blackout is going to be a hit or miss for you guys with this game. So in terms of for you guys, I hope Blackout is something that they end up liking. I hope it's Blackout. It's something that ends up being good and legit. I personally think, like I've said before, I think it's going to be maybe a little bit all over the place by the time the beta comes out. And it's really going to determine whether people like it or don't like it. So the beta is going to be huge for Blackout, even more so than the multiplayer, because this is also new territory for Treyarch. So, and then shortly after that, like maybe months going in, maybe it'll be better, and then people might like it after that. But you guys know how this works. It has to be good from the get-go, or else if it's not, the game's not going to be as populated as it was meant to be. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down in the comment section what you think, if there's anything else that you heard, and if there's anything specific or anything you want me to make videos on specifically, please let me know down in the comment section, because like I said, it's the stale time. Everything's already been talked about in terms of the new game, so before the game comes out. So let me know if there's anything specific you want to talk about, because I have basically run out of ideas. So, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.